Hello students, this is our second lesson. In this lesson, I am going to show you sample programs and I will also explain different components of the program. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to write your own Python code. I will also explain about variables and how to assign values to different variables. Lastly, I will introduce print statement and how to use print statements to produce attractive outputs. So without wasting much time, let's move to the lesson now. So this is a sample program to print hello on the output screen. Let us run this program and see whether it works fine or not. So it works fine. In the output screen we got hello printed. But you have also seen that hash to print hello on the screen was not executed, or we cannot see the statement in the output screen. Why? This statement is called comment. When we write something after the hash symbol, it is considered to be a comment. So this comments will not be executed. The comments are added in a program to improve the readability of the program. Now the next statement, print hello, is the only statement which got executed. Print hello prints hello, which is written inside inverted comma inside this bracket to the output screen. Now let us write something else in the bracket and see whether that also will get printed, as we got hello got print. Now let us see if we write something else in the screen inside this inverted comma, will that also get printed? So now let us just change this text to Happy New Year and let us run this code. Source modified. So Happy New Year. So it got printed. So whatever we are writing inside this inverted comma is getting printed. So print statement will print the text which we are writing inside the inverted commas. In our first lesson, we have learned about C tokens and we also learned the keywords. So print is a keyword and it has some special meaning in Python. Its special meaning is it has to execute a print on the output screen. So whatever you write inside the inverted comma will be printed on the output screen using the print command. Now let's see the second sample program. This is to find the sum of two numbers. So let us type the program. A equal to 5, B equal to 10. I am going to add 10 and 5 together. Now I will write sum equal to A plus B, print inside inverted comma sum equal to comma sum. Now let us run this program. So I got the output 15. A was 5, B was 10 and sum equal to A plus B, that is 10 plus 15. So this you must be already getting an idea. It's like simply like maths only. B has a value 10. So here the value 10 will be appearing for calculation and A has got the value 5. So in place of A, 5 will be coming and they will be added together and the result is stored inside sum. Okay. Now in the print statement, there is an inverted comma and we have written sum is. So we have seen this in our last program also. If we write something like this, this will be printed as it is. Sum equal to will be printed as it is. When we printed Happy New Year was printed as it is. So sum equal to will be printed. And after that, sum. This has another color. If you see, it is black in color and sum equal to is in green color. Green color means it is not executable. It will be pushed to the output screen as it is. So in the place of sum, value has to appear. This is called variable. So sum who got the value 10, so 10 will be appearing here. That's why we got output as 15, because the variable sum has having the output 15. So I frequently used the term variable here. So let us move to the term variable. A variable is an identifier. What is an identifier? We have learned it in our last session. Identifiers are the names given to different parts of the program, like variables, functions, etc. So variable is a name given by the programmer to a particular part of the program. So here I have written a equal to 5. So a will be representing the value 5, or else I will say a is referencing towards the value 5, or a is a reference to the value 5. Again, b is a reference to the value 10. So a and b is representing 5 and 10 respectively. Now I have written sum equal to a plus 5. That means 10 plus 5. Like I said, a is referencing the value 5 and b is giving a reference to the value 10. So this will be executed as 5 plus 10, and computer will process the values or calculate the values, and the sum of these two numbers will be stored inside another variable sum. So that's why we got the output sum. So in this session we have seen print statement, we have seen print statement, which is a keyword, and we have also learned about variables. And about naming the variables, I'll tell you now how to give names to different variables. Identifiers. How to give name to different identifier, or what are the rules for giving name to identifier. So what is an identifier? We have already learned names given to different parts of the program, like variables, objects, functions, classes, etc. Now let us see the rules one by one. First rule is the first character must be an alphabet or underscore. So when I wrote a equal to 5, a equal to 5. So I cannot write 5a or 10a or for star a at the right a. The first character must be an alphabet or underscore. And second, uppercase and lowercase are different. So if I write capital A equal to 10 and small a equal to 5, these two are two different variables. So lowercase and uppercase are treated differently. Now, digits 0 to 9 can be used, but not as first character. So, digits are also permitted in a variable name, but not as first character. Keywords cannot be used. So, we already have learned a keyword today, print. So, keywords cannot be used because keywords has some special meaning. It has to be executed in a different way. Now, no special character is allowed except underscore. So, special characters are not allowed in a variable name. At the rate, star, colon, comma. These all special symbols cannot be used in a variable name. Okay. Now, let us see variables and values. How to give value to a variable, and how we can take out the value, and what are the rules or things you have to remember. So this is a simple assigning a equal to 5 and print a. So if you print the content of a, 5 must be printed. Let us see whether we are getting 5 as output. Yes, we are getting 5 as output here. So that means a has been stored with the value 5 here. So let us just change this value and see whether it works fine or not. Now what should be the output? 34. Okay, we are getting 34. Now if I want to assign a new value to a, I have written a equal to 45. Will that be okay? Which value will be printed? 34 or 45? 45 is getting printed. What is the value got printed? 45. Okay, so you will be seeing the previous output here. This is our previous outputs. This is our current one. So currently we got 45 printed in the output. So same variable can be used for referencing different values later in the program. So you have to keep in mind that you are using different variables for different purposes. Don't use the same variable for different purposes, then that will be you will be making an error, and it will be difficult to make corrections later. Now if you want to change the content of a equal to a plus 1, this means I want to add a 1, or I want to increment the value 34 into 35. Let us see it works or not. So my output must be 35. Yes, I am getting 35 as output. So what here happened is on the right side is executed first. A is been replaced by 34, and 34 plus 1, that is 35, and 35 is stored into A again. Okay, now our A is giving reference to the variable 35, not to 34. Now if you print A here, there, anywhere, you only will get 34 as output. Now let us see whether this works or not. Now I am assigning the value of one variable to another variable. So b is a new variable, and I am writing b equal to a. I am just copying the content of a into b. Now let us print b also and see whether b contains any value or not. Yeah, we have got two output. One is 35, second one is also 35. That means two print statement is been executed successfully, and A was 35, B also was 35. A was 35, B was 35. Okay, so this also works fine. Now Python has a different way of assigning variables to values to variable. That is, if we write a comma b, this is called multiple assigning. You want to assign two values to a and b, so you can write like this: 5 comma 10. A comma b equal to 5 comma 10. So this means 5 will be copied into a, 10 will be copied into b. Okay, so this will be copied on the right side. Variable values will be copied respectively to the left side variables. Now let us just see whether we are getting output or not. Yeah, we are getting output without any disturbance, 5 and 10. So this can also be used in case of variables. If I write p comma q, these are two new variables. P comma q equal to a comma b. Okay, now let us just print p and q also. Print p, print q. So let's see now what happens. So you got 5, 10. These are the values of A and B. 5 and 10. These are the values of P and Q. So the value of A is copied into P. The value of B is copied into Q. So let's just change this little bit. P comma A. Now what will happen? I have written P equal to P comma Q equal to P comma A. Now what happens? Okay, see, A is 5, B is 10, whereas P is 10 and Q is 5. So the values will be copied in the same order as it is given in the expression. So B is copied into P, then A is copied into P. I hope you understood. You practice by yourself, then you will get correct idea. And you also add some increment decrement operators and see whether it works fine or not. If b plus 1, a minus 2, like that, okay, that also works fine. So do your own experiment and see how the output comes. Okay, have you seen 11 and 3? Okay, now let us see some print statements. This kind of print statement we have already seen to print hello on the output screen. If you execute it now, you will get hello printed on the output screen. Let us just execute and see. Yes, hello is getting printed as it is in the inside the bracket given. So let us just write another statement. Here I am going to use repetition operator star, and now I am going to write 2. How many times I want the statement to get repeated. So see, hello got repeated twice. So this is a repetition operator. You can use this operator if you want in your print statements. Now if you want to print something like this, let us see how this is going to get executed. So it is also working fine. Hello, hello, how are you? Okay. So another type of print statement we have seen in our second sample program, where we have combined the text along with the variables. Like if we have written sum of sum of the two variables or two values. So let us just assume that sum is equal to 10 plus 5. Sum of the two values sum. Sum is a variable to which we are adding two values, that is 10 and 5. And here in the print statement we have combined a text and the variable together to create a meaningful output statement. Let us just see whether the output statement is coming as we expected. Yes, sum of the two values 15. Okay, you can make it as beautiful as you want. So this is the method. Now one more thing I want to say is that how many print statement we have used here. All the print statement are printed on every time on a new line. Okay, so if you want something to be printed continuously, you can use the keyword end. Print. So I will write this there itself so that you can see. Print end equal to, now let us just run and see. I have given print hello end equal to one blank space. So where this blank space appeared? Here. After printing the first hello, a blank space appeared, and the next print statement, which is print hello repetition 2, is executed in the same line. Okay. If you want, you can use another end statement here. Okay, now let us see how it appears. So see, hello, how are you? Sum of the values is 15. Now inside this, I have only used blank space. You can use any character, any special symbol you want. Now I will replace this with some star and at the rate, star and at the rate. Now let us see how this appears. Hello star, hello, hello, and hello, how are you at the rate. Okay, so if you write or if you use this end statement, you can say that after the statement, this is the end, and next line, next print to be continued in the same line. Okay, now I think for today this much is enough. So students, this is the time to wind up. Try and execute your own small programs. Practice as much as possible so that you can expertise. We will meet in our next lesson. Until then, bye.